Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only, the human turret, one of the best ARs to ever do it. Give it up for the world champ himself, Sam LaRue, Octane. We got some of the best analysis in the game. Give it up for the world champ, Christopher Duarte, Parasite. And then, of course, we got the multi-world champion, a legend, an icon to the Call of Duty scene. Give it up for Patrick Price, Aches, a.k.a. the Slayer. Pat, what's going on, Pat? How you doing over there, bro?
I'm good, Tom. We're just in the Plumber League, bro, and it is fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm good, Tom. I see you're at a new location today. Hope
Yep.
you're doing good.
Yep, I got no internet today, Pat, when I woke up at my place, so I went to my girlfriend's place, and luckily she's got a good PC here from Paradox. Shout out to Paradox. And yeah, bro, I just ran over here real quick. I mean, bro, Pat, she's got Spectrum just like me, to 10 minutes down the road, but she never gets outages. I always get internet outages. What's going on here, Slayer?
It's Gavin Newsom.
You think so, Sam?
I think it's Gavin Newsom.
I think the Scub Watch Party's trying to sabotage you, bro.
It's
I'm not
You
gonna
think
lie.
so? I
That's
think
tough
it's.
for a full-time creator, bro. They're still
I mean, it's gotta be.
He's eating your optical wire or whatever, your cable wire.
Yeah, that motherfucker, that fathead Tony's probably doing something over there. You know, you can't trust Gavin Newsom. You can't trust him. You know what I mean? But yeah, how you doing, Sam? You doing all right?
Doing great, man. As good as I can be. Last online Call of Duty weekends, getting through these matches. Now we're here.
Yep. Last week, we got one more day to go, guys. One more fucking day. And then of course we got you, Duarte. Duarte, I got a bone to pick with you, Duarte. Duarte, I got a. Hey, Duarte, what are you tweeting now on the timeline, Duarte?
Whoa.
You're either with the Stallions or you're against us, Duarte.
Wait, hold on. I was giving him props. I was giving Sweetie props. I said, like, if he's running challengers, shit, I gotta come back. God
No,
damn.
that's not props. That's not props. Actually, matter of fact,
Chris.
I actually got
Am I
a
fired?
special guest. I actually got a special guest in the building here to talk about it. Swooty, what's going on, Swooty?
shit.
Swooty, what's going on, Swoop?
Yo, what's going
what's
on?
up,
Hi,
Swoop? You
Hi,
beast.
Swoop.
Yeah, Swooty. So I was taking a look at the timeline today and noticed that I seen a tweet there from Duarte and just wanted to get your thoughts there, Swoop. Just want to get your thoughts. Slowly.
Hey man, snakes in the lawn. You know, we gotta cut the grass. Gotta cut the grass.
The lowly, Swooty. Hey, Swooty. They were doubting you guys today, man. They were doubting y'all. And look at you guys now, man. Top 8. Job's not finished yet, though, Swooty. Job's not
Yes,
finished.
sir.
You know,
Yes, sir,
but for those of you that don't know, the Stallions did get top 8 in the Challengers Cup. They play again tomorrow on Championship Sunday. A lot of doubters and challengers on the Stallions. A lot of haters. No Swoop. A lot of haters.
Definitely.
Sweetie, how's it feel? Let's get a little Stallions up there with you, Sweetie. How you feeling? How the boys feeling? I know Zach is flying in from Australia. I'm pretty sure he just landed, by the way.
He just landed. Yep.
Let's go, Sweetie. Let's go. You excited to play or what, Sweetie?
I'm so excited to get in with Zach. You know, Zach is gonna, he's here. He's gonna do his thing. It's gonna be fun. This is only just gonna bring up all of our confidence. You know.
Uh-huh. Hell yeah, dude.
I want to just start off by just getting this out of the way, because obviously we're all hyped and shoot, but like the biggest thing, like you said, Tom, job's not finished. Me, the team, the boys, we are not content. We're not satisfied. Obviously, we want to celebrate these little wins. We want to make sure that like we still give that some praise, but job not done, and we got a lot of people to prove wrong tomorrow. A lot of people to prove right. Shout out to the Stallions.
What's it like teaming with Caesar? How's Caesar doing over there? He's been helping you guys out a ton, I feel like, bro. I feel like Caesar's been like really good in the comms, just keeping everybody like level-headed and focused. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He is literally makes the game so easy, like a human UAV just telling me where they're spawning, where to look, and it's just nice and calm, collected. I feel confident. I feel confident being next to my fellow world champion.
Let's go, dude. Shout out to Caesar Skies Bueno.
Swoop.
Duarte, anything you wanted to say, Duarte?
Yeah, I want to say it's typical that you're doing so well with basically not having any experience in ComCOD. So I'll give you that. Swoop.
Thank
Keep it up.
Parasite.
Look at him,
Appreciate that, Haggy.
Sweetie, he's pissed. Sweetie, he's fucking pissed,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro,
Why would I be
like-
pissed? Listen, Challenger Cups, I won like 5 or 6 of them when I was playing Challengers. So like, hey, I'm not saying. Hey, listen,
we
at the end of the
self-tipping?
day, no, I'm just saying, why would I be hating?
Self-tipping illegal.
Nah, that's crazy, Sam. You see how Duarte's tipping himself, man? He
I
should be tipping
know,
his
man.
stats.
He said, "Yeah, you're top 8, bro. I won a couple of them back in my. I don't know.
Nah, I said it's typical.
What I
I
went
think-
to
I-
5, 6.
So, Sweetie, is Duarte on the side of all the other challenges that have been having our name in their mouth, or what?
I think he is. I think he is, man.
Duarte,
What-
whose side are you on, Duarte? Whose side are you on over here? It's interesting, man.
I'm part of the ZooMAFia, bro. Chill out.
Absolutely.
We're on Chris's ass because when we get to this Raven series, I got some questions too.
Yeah, we got some
Wait,
questions
there's no-
over
I got
there.
some questions too.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. There's some like AI
Mhm.
tweets out there.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get there. But, Sweetie, I just want to bring you in for a second. Just show some love. Obviously, the Stallions have been popping off, and it's been fun, bro. You guys obviously are a new team. No practice. Bro, shout out to Manny for filling in for Zach. Bro, Manny got dropped from his team by Kips, who left our team, right? And when we blew up the team a week ago. And apparently they got eliminated, right? Kips' team and them, they all got eliminated. Manny outplaced the team that dropped him.
I'm actually not sure.
I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure
I think
Manny.
So, yeah, I think they did. 'Cause
Pretty
I
sure
looked
he
at the-
outplaced the team that dropped him. He outplaced him, which is good to see, man. I want to give Manny his gas because Manny got dropped. We picked him up last second to fill in for Zach. And yeah, you guys are top 8 now, and I know Manny's been doing his thing. So, when Zach comes into play, man, we got to get Manny on a team. We got to get that guy.
Yes,
that
sir. Manny
guy's
needs a
gross.
team.
But Sweetie, I appreciate you hopping on, Swoop. Appreciate you hopping
Yeah,
on.
I appreciate y'all getting me on here. Last thing I want to say is just shout out to all the supporters, brothers. ZooMAFia, y'all are crazy. Like the stream was crazy today. The support, the love from everybody. So just keep at
Yeah,
it.
Swoop.
Job's not finished. Hopefully, you guys got our back tomorrow. We got y'all back.
Hell yeah,
Oh
Swoop.
wait, shout out one thing. Also, shout out to Lowe's. Shout
Yep.
out to Tom. Shout out to the staff. Shout out to Val's. Just the upper management who's in charge. They've been through hell and back, going arm and leg for me, for Symbol. Nobody wants to play with us, so I appreciate them. Just
Of course,
holding
bro.
it down for us. It means more than they imagine. I love you guys. You guys all do your thing. We'll see
Love
y'all
you
tomorrow.
too, Swoop. Love you too,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thanks for hopping on, brother. Thanks for
Mhm.
hopping on. Slowly, man. Duarte, how can you hate on that, Duarte? How can you hate on
Who's
that?
hating?
Yeah, you're an ass. You're a real asshole, Duarte.
now
you know what?
start a narrative, bro.
No,
I'm
it's
not
just
hating on
kidding.
nobody.
This must be your balls, man. All right, man. Let's hop into it. We got some matches to talk about today. Got a lot to talk about. Not really, but we're going to go through it and give our thoughts, and then we'll see who's playing tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of online matches before Major 4. So, we got a lot going on, bro. I'm excited for it. We are going to be at Major 4. I know, Chris, you'll be there. Pat will be there. Sam, I know you got some stuff with the AT&T Annihilator Cup, which we'll be tuning into. We'll be rooting for you, Sam. But Sam will still be on for you'll be on, right, Sam? You'll be on for the shows and
I'll do
stuff.
the shows and stuff. Yeah.
So Sam will still be around, but it's gonna be an exciting weekend, bro. I'm excited for it. And yeah, man, let's talk about today's matches. Let's switch on over and talk about the first match of the day. We got the Vegas Falcons going up against Atlanta FaZe, and man, was this a close one. We got a 3-0 finish here for Atlanta. We start things off with a red card hard point, which ends in 250 to 113, nearly 100-point club there. A rewind S&D 6-3, and a Hacienda Control 3-1. So Atlanta FaZe looking really good there. We'll scroll down here, take a look here at the stat
Don't
sheet.
scroll down. Don't scroll. Don't.
Oh, man. I don't got my soundboard today. Somebody's got to make the sound. I forgot how it goes.
Hold on, wait. Do I have one on here?
Do you got one, Sam? You got that shit?
Hold on.
There you go,
There you go.
Sam.
Got us.
There
There
Sam.
you go.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. We needed that because we got a .64 from Arcinies, a .77 from Exton, a .86 from AG, and a .81 from Priesta.
Wait a second. I have produced more than Benjay has with one trombone
that's
for the
actually
whole
crazy.
season.
That's
I
actually
need a
crazy,
raise,
Sam.
bro. I
Sam,
need a
you're
fucking raise.
You might be the executive producer of Flank now, Sam.
Might-
Now that I think
might
about
be,
it.
bro. I don't know. I'm getting a raise. Give me
What the
Ben.
hell's going on? Yeah, I'm just gonna give you Ben's pay. We'll just do that. So lonely.
Let's go.
And then the other side, we got a Beasley with a 1.44. We got Celian with a 1.51. MC's insane, but this guy always has like a 1.5 or some shit. Jazo with a 1.17 and Simp with a 1.13. Great plays coming in from Atlanta FaZe. Take a look at the match MVP. It's going to be MC. Celian with a 1.26 in Hardpoint, a 3.0 in Search, and a 1.53 in Control. Pat, let's go to you because I know you got a lot to say about this one. What are your thoughts, Atlanta FaZe going up against the Vegas Falcons, Pat?
I mean, bro, how much more do I gotta watch, Tom?
It's
much
almost
more?
over,
It's almost
Pat.
over, Pat. It's almost
How
over.
much
It's almost
Man,
over.
bro?
We're getting to the end, Pat.
Listen, bro. I love Clay, but Clay, that tweet, go delete it, man. You were not cooking with this.
Have we
These
had
guys
one good
suck.
tweet this year? Have we had one good tweet? I
No.
swear, bro. They're all bad.
But yeah, I
Nope.
mean, this roster stinks. I fear that this is the last that we've seen of Preston and Alec. It was a good run out of the. Do they play tomorrow? They don't, right?
No.
This is their last match.
It's
Yeah.
not the last, bro. They're gonna play at the major.
have
So
one-
we
they
got-
have
yeah,
one
they'll have
series at the major.
Yeah, I think it'll be the last we saw of them. They had great careers. And then on the FaZe side, yeah, I mean, just formality, just walking through these guys. I'm hopeful, Tom, that they blow it up. The day the major ends. No, fuck that. Thursday night, I want a roster change out of the Falcons. As soon as they lose their loser round 1, I want an announced roster change for EWC.
Hey, you want them to blow it up right away as soon as they
right
lose?
away. Right
Don't
away.
even book
Slowly.
them a flight home, bro. Figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
That's
They're in
insane.
Dallas. They're in Dallas, bro. They can Uber home.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
What about you, Sam? Sam, what do you think, Sam? You're
I
on.
mean,
they got
Pat
to
put it
predict.
so eloquently. I don't know if I
He
can follow
did.
that up, bro. I got nothing to say, man. This is the best team in the game versus the worst team in the game. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't really analyze anything that happened today, bro. I'm just waiting for Falcons to blow it up, as Pat said, and see what they do for EWC and moving into next year. I mean, there's not much to add to their Black Ops 6 story. This is over.
You on the same page here with Pat? Maybe getting rid of the ARs. Maybe some roster changes.
That's just the obvious one, right? The only, I think, talking point with their team going into roster mania for next season is whether or not Xnid keeps his spot. Because I'm sure that there's going to be some notable players that are on the market that Falcons might want to shop. But I think Xnid's been a solid piece, and I think that if they can't find someone that's an insane immediate upgrade, I think Xnid might be sticking around next year potentially. I'm not sure how you guys feel about it, but I feel like he's progressed as a player.
He should
He's not
stay.
bad, and he was absolutely the best person on this original Vegas team. But I did see a Reddit thread that I agree with, bro, and it was like showing all the Rookie of the Year stats. Like it was Super, Rincor, Xnid, someone else, and basically he had like an overall like a 0.9, I think, and someone was like he might be the most gas 0.9 rookie of all time.
I mean, look at his
Well,
situation,
agree with
man.
that.
Yeah, he's
but he
playing
was
with
on a
shitters,
horrible
though.
team.
Look at his situation.
No, for sure. Yeah. He's on a horrible team. But it
Yeah.
was funny, like to look at it statistically. Like
Yeah.
he went 1 in fucking 25 in matches, and like his
Yeah.
stats aren't like that great, but we still gas him up. I mean, I think he's deserved to be in the conversation to like, hey, this guy has talent that can compete in the league.
Yeah.
But I just don't know too, like whatever
Who's
Vegas'
available.
plans are. Yeah, if they have an upgrade path, they have to upgrade. They don't have a choice.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Kind of like an odd man out situation, but the ARs. I mean, what do we gotta say, bro?
Yeah, I feel like Exton, at least with the eye test, you could tell he's just got like raw talent. And he makes good plays too, honestly. I mean, yeah, he's definitely got a 0.9, but just with the situation he's been in, I mean, it's got to be tough, especially in the role that he's in. To drop good stats is got to be really hard.
Yeah.
But what about you, Duarte? What do you think? What would you do with the roster, Chris? Yeah, I feel like you know a lot about the challenger space.
Just
Maybe
get rid of both ARs, bro, and pray to God. I said this before. They got to pick up Brack and like maybe like Prelude or something, and pray to God they can squeak out some series. Because the two ARs on their team, they're not producing. They're not producing in any game mode. At the very least, you get Brack and Prelude, both great search players. I don't think Falcons traditionally with the players that they have on their roster is like mainly Pred because he's kind of been up and down search throughout his career. I think it could give them a path to winning some series. But I'm gonna be honest, this is definitely the Duarte series of the fucking day,
Bro, we had a
They-
Duarte
we had 3 of
day.
them, bro.
We had a Duarte day.
there was
brother.
2 of them. We did. We actually had a Duarte day of the week. But at the end of the day, bro, like this is just a fucking stink bomb on the fucking like broadcast. It's disgusting.
Stink bomb.
Hey,
FaZe
man.
are now 12-1 in 3-0 sweeps though.
are they?
Yeah, they have I think the best like 3-0 record in the league.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Attacks
Atlanta
on
FaZe.
another S&D. Attacks on another S&D onto their record. Like this team's the best S&D team in the game. It's not even fucking close right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah,
more
they
to
are.
say.
Yeah, you guys got anything to say on the Atlanta FaZe side? I mean, granted, they are playing the Vegas Falcons, right? So there's really not much to really add to it. I mean, everybody has been frying for FaZe. I just definitely think MC is definitely still a different breed, bro. That guy's not from this
MVP
from this
front
earth.
runner.
Do,
Bro, he's not from this earth, bro.
I was
That
gonna say,
guy's,
I think
that guy's
I
an
think in
alien,
their
bro.
like interview. Wait, I saw like a picture of some shit of like Simp or somebody holding up a nerf the AR or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
ARs
picture
yeah,
are
on
yeah,
blessed
yeah.
in the
Twitter.
interview.
Yeah,
What did
ARs
you
are
think about that,
blessed.
Chris? Chris, what you think about that?
I will say the AR on this game right now is fucking insane. Yes, the Jackal is good situationally, but the AR does it all. And I'm telling you right now, it's because that fucking ergonomic, whatever, slide cheese basically just makes it so ARs can be mobile, shoot off the hip.
So
If that
now
shit was,
everybody's starting to come around. Now everybody's starting to come around. I mean, if only somebody was saying this for months. You know what I
No,
mean?
it is though. Like
I hate when the
I
flank just spews
think-
propaganda, dude.
I mean,
Wow.
they are just beats
Wow.
the sub at every range outside of 12 and like 12 meters, which I think is fine. But in a world where, like previously, the sub was like the best gun for mobility, right? It was allowing you to shoot off the hip quicker, get off sprint quicker. There's none of that in this game because of ergonomic grip, because of I think the other one's like commando, or it might be commando or assault or some shit like that. It basically makes it so you can slide and shoot instantaneously with whatever guns in your hand. So now that mobility aspect, that pull-up time aspect that the subs used to have, it's out the fucking window. So not only is the AR better in most scenarios, you can't even catch the motherfucker sprinting.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see subs in the game that are really good, but those are the elite level subs. Now think of the mid pack, like they got no chance against like the ARs.
Yeah.
So you're saying 75 million attachments is bad?
Who would have thought?
I don't mind the attachments. It's more so like the way they constructed them and like the way that the GAs and all that stuff are. I just don't think people really understand what shit does for them and why things are so good. So they GA the wrong things, and then you become like a game like it is now, where everything is just feels like shit because they watered down every gun. It's, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember the COD 4 days, man. Strap on a red dot, and you're good to go. What else was in that game? I don't. Dude, there was like
Red
what?
dot.
That's
You could
it,
put on
right?
a grenade launcher. You could put on.
No, wasn't there FMJ? Couldn't you use both?
Yeah.
Or was it just
no,
one?
FMJ was
FMJ was
deep
a
Oh,
it was a perk.
yeah, it was a perk. I forgot about that.
It was
Yeah,
literally just a red
It was
dot.
red dot or a silencer, or was it
No,
both? I can't
you
remember.
I mean-
got a suppressor.
I mean, the best was Black
yeah.
Ops. The best was Black Ops 2, right? You still had like a few attachments, but it wasn't like crazy. Like it
I
wasn't.
mean, it
like
was fine up until like BO4, to be honest. At post BO4 is where I went to hell with Warzone and shit. Because BO4 you
yeah.
just had like double
Yeah, that's
ice, like
true.
you had double grip, double stock.
Yeah,
I got
control
a
over it.
genuine
BO3 was
question, and
mostly
this isn't
BO2,
really.
They copied.
I got a genuine question. You know how people try to like they GA like settings in the game, like they tried to GA like auto tac sprint and all that stuff. Why didn't they ever try GA in dynamic? Genuine question.
Bro, why didn't they GA tac sprint, bro? That is all you got to GA.
No,
Well, I
but like,
guess,
like
the
genuinely, why
problem-
didn't they GA that shit?
The problem with this shit is you can't tell if somebody's on it or not. People just cheat. That's just like
Yeah, but
that's
it's
always
called
been a problem.
it's called integrity. Like you have coaches on
That
your
shit
team.
gone,
Man,
bro.
that shit's out the
That shit's
window to
gone,
work
brother.
the integrity
That
in
shit
today's
is stale,
game.
brother.
Chris, do you see my pick? We're not in the fucking integrity league, bro. We're in the
Yeah, we're
plumber
not.
league.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we're
I'm just bringing up a valid question because it actually makes
We're
no
in the
sense. It's
anything
like
to win league, brother.
they've GA'd all these settings in the past and stuff like that, but they just let dynamic like slide for like the last like what 6 years or something like that.
5
It's
years,
actually
yeah.
kind of crazy to me, dude.
When
I
did it come out?
mean-
Was it Modern Warfare 19?
Modern Warfare 19.
Dude,
It ruined everything.
Warzone aim assist,
Ruined everything.
dynamic, bro. It's just everything.
Spawns
with
curves
that
ruined it
game.
all, bro. Aim assist at
Quad
600 meters,
spawns.
chalked it, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I
Wow.
still find it crazy. Bro, Swooty was on 1.4 independent when he first joined the
Doors.
Sallies. And we changed it. We changed it to 1.6.
He probably felt like a different game to him. He's
Bro,
probably
100%. 100%. I mean, he was
still
playing
on,
well
is he still
today.
on independent?
No, he switched it. We refused to. We won't allow him to switch back. We're making because bro, independent you can't
Bro,
even
he's trying
see.
today,
Bro, the
so-
only time you ever used independent was what, Cold War?
Cold War. And
That
it
was the only
actually
time for the bus
fire on
for
that
one
game.
gunfight, fucking Moscow bus fight. That was it. That was the
Yeah.
only reason people ran independent on that game.
It was
That's
fire in
insane.
that game. I
For
loved
one
it.
hill, they used it. Which that was probably bro. That bus heady was so OP in Cold War, but
It was good
Uh,
as fuck for everything. I loved independent. I think Celium was one of the first people to start running that shit.
you guys got any other final thoughts here with the Vegas Falcons and Atlanta
I got
FaZe?
one.
Yeah, sure.
In
Pat,
the
go ahead.
interview, Draza said that he would never shake Scrap's hand. I think.
Did he?
Y'all
He
think
said
they
it?
have beef for life?
Probably.
For life?
You don't think they can overcome it, bro?
I think eventually they will, but I don't think in the meantime they should. I think they should just keep hating each other. It's great content. It's phenomenal. I
Just
remember,
keep hating each other
bro,
for
I
content.
remember that one time. I don't know where I was or what was going on, but I was gonna try and get them to squash it and have them talk to each other, and everybody was flaming me. Everybody was cooking me. Tony joined the call. He's like, "Dude, don't be a pussy. Don't bring these guys together. What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "All right, never mind. You guys can just keep hating each other. It's fine. Whatever." But yeah, I think it
Set up a
definitely.
blind date, Tom.
H makes the
You
world
think-
go around, man.
Yo, imagine, Pat, we set up a
Go
blind
to
date.
the
They don't.
event and you hit up like a couple of them to come hang out, and but they don't know the others going, bro. And you film it, Tom. That would be
Hey,
comedy.
that's good content right there, Slay. It's good content.
What's Gersh's show, bro? There's next episode right there.
There you
Flank
go,
TV?
Flank TV.
Yeah, Fake TV. Yeah.
I like that. It's a good idea, Pat. Full of ideas. Shout out to the Slay. Any other final thoughts?
Hell no.
All right, sounds good. Let's move on to the second series of the day. We got the Cloud9 going up against Los Angeles Thieves. Now, I'll be honest, this series is a lot closer than it looks. This one was a 3-0 for LA Thieves. Cloud9 not able to win a map here. We start things off on Rewind's Hardpoint, 250 to 205 for LA Thieves. Round 11 in the Rewind Search. That one goes 6-5. And then a Volt Control 3-0 in a Control. Let's go down and take a look here at the stat sheet. Wow, we got a 0.61 from Capsule, a 0.81 from Sib, and a 0.86 from Spar. Only one positive is Kremp with a 1.07, who's been very good, by the way. I've been liking Kremp's game a lot. I know I was talking about him during the watch party with Sam today, but Kremp's been really stepping up. And then on the other side, you got a 1.08 from Envoy, Dan Ghosty with a 0.96. We got Hydro with a 1.34 and Scrap with a 1.41. So everybody showing out. Take a look at the match MVP. It's going to be Ernesto, Scrappy with a 1.28 in Hardpoint, a 1.83 in Search, and a 1.55 in Control. I mean, Sam, we'll start with you. Ernie's been very, very, very consistent. He's been very good. LA Thieves look good today. They clutched up at the S&D. Sam, we had a Ninja Diffuse. The first couple maps were pretty good, and then the Control was just an absolute just beatdown. But what you think of the series, Sam? What are your thoughts?
Kind of. It was somewhat similar to the first series, although I think C9 is obviously a much better team than Falcons. I'm not really sure how I feel about C9 because I feel like they beat FaZe the other week. They have some quality wins. I feel like they have improved with their roster, but I still just have them towards like that 8 to 12 spot. I don't know if they have what it takes to really beat Miami, Vancouver, Toronto kind of team. So I think they're within that like Boston Ravens tier at the moment. But I guess is technically an improvement from where they were. And then on the Thieves side, I mean, again, one of the best teams in the game. Like I don't really have much to say. The Rewind Ninja Diffuse was like kind of fucking absurd, especially on a bomb like A. I don't really know how that one happens, but
yeah, we got it. So yeah, I actually have
curious
it
how
up
they
right
do
here,
with the majors.
Sam. I have it up right here. Let's see how it happened, right? Like the bomb goes down. It's a 3-4 situation. I think LA Thieves just had so much pressure on him. Like it was a good heads. Oh, this is not even the right round. What the fuck round am I on? Let me see here. I don't even know what the fuck happened. Did
I mean,
Breaking
Capsules
Point?
doesn't check bomb.
I think Breaking Point fucked this up. Yeah, they fucked this up. They linked the wrong round. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah, Capsule just doesn't check the bomb, and it's kind of all she wrote.
Is that what it was? He didn't check it.
Yeah.
Here, I'll pull it
He
up.
just,
And
he goes to lay. He like plays some credit, like watches push, and then just doesn't ever peek up and check, and then they diffuse.
Yeah, which honestly, got to give it to Dylan Envoy. I feel like he's always making like these heads up plays. But here's the round right here. I got it pulled up on a screen. I see Cloud9. They instantly get towards that A bomb, and they get that quick plant down. Right, they're planting the bomb within 15 seconds of the round, which I love the play. Honestly, in around 11,
Play
I
call
love
is
the
great.
yeah,
Play
I
call
liked
is
it. I like the
fantastic.
quick plant. I feel like that's a good play from C9. And then after the fact, I don't know what happened here. Scrap does get caught out here by Burger, and you can see he's kind of distracting a little bit. Maybe that's what it was, but I mean, Capsule he just looks so scared here. He never checks bomb, and by the time he does, Dylan Envoy already had it defused, which got to give the credit to Dylan Envoy as well, right? Just taking the initiative, just hop the bomb that fast, that quickly, was just a great heads-up play from him. So great plays coming in from Dill. But Duarte, let's go on to you. LAT's going up against Cloud9. What are your thoughts, Duarte? What are your thoughts on the series?
They made it competitive in the first two maps. I was watching the first map, and it got to the point where the P4, or was it the P4? Yeah, it was the P4, and then that's pretty much when Thieves like start steamrolling them, like from P4 to P5, P1. But outside of that, the S&D, yeah, it was competitive. They kind of threw that round away by Ninja Fuse, but yeah, the Control was a steamroll. But I just wanted to talk about Thieves. I think even though they had a weird stage where they started off with like 2 losses or whatever, I feel like these guys are reaching like a peak form. Like I think Envoy's been playing some really solid series, and then you just get Hydra and Scrappy just dropping ridiculous numbers. And Dan's quiet, but we know what Dan's been bringing to the team, and they're all happy with that. But I mean, these guys look like they're in championship like champs form, like the way they're playing. I'm interested to see how they come at the major, to see if they have another impressive performance, maybe even take that one. But also just like to give Scrap some love, because I feel like we do talk about Scrap when we talk about how good he is, but at the same time, I don't feel like we gas this guy enough, and I think it's just because he hasn't won like a lot. Like
He's a
in
victim of his own
comparison.
success, bro.
Yeah, it's actually kind of insane because, like, dude, this guy's literally like, I know it's a lot, it's like a fucking card and it's just stats, but isn't this guy literally a walking 99 every fucking stage, major, fucking dating back to literally his like start in the league? Like, how is this? Like, people just kind of forget, and like they just kind of like they're so used to that standard that
It's
he
the same as
plays, but
Cell.
like.
It's the same thing as
No,
Selling.
like,
We
it
just
is.
expect it.
Cell's good and impressive, but like, dude, Scrap does it like no one else, bro. The guy literally he contends with numbers like Hydra as a fucking AR. Is that not fucking ridiculous? And he
I
just
thought that.
tops
Wait, but I
damage.
thought
Yeah, hold on,
I
hold on.
thought
What
the
the
Amaz was
fuck?
the best. What do you
The
mean?
Amaz is
But he's
godlike.
done it. But he does that in every game, regardless
Brother,
of the gun. He
I
did
think
it
it's
with the
impressive that
MCW, blah,
Paco
blah,
does it
blah.
with a sub. I think it's impressive that Paco's that
No, I know.
consistent with a
I mean,
sub. That
well,
shit's
no, but
insane.
here's the thing: we give Paco that sort of love all the time. Like we've been
Yeah,
gassing
but
up
it comes
Paco
down. It comes
forever,
down
but
to this,
like.
bro. It's simple. Like obviously, Scrap's godlike, bro. But we can't give him this until I see him do it in a champs grand final where he doesn't get 5-0'd. Until
Yeah,
then,
fair
bro,
enough.
we have to bring our expectations of gas down on him, bro. And then when he does it, then we can give it to him, all of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's just because he hasn't like
He's
won a
obviously
ring or
godlike.
anything. It's just I know. I still think it's just impressive, bro. Like we talk about like players like Simp and Cell and like Shotzi and stuff like that, and I think it's just because they're winning. But like we're seeing still a generational run in just the form of talent for this kid because ever since he's been in the league, maybe not in terms of like winning rings and stuff like that. Who knows how this year goes? But like, I mean, I still got to tip it, bro. Like that shit
Scrappy's
is that
insane.
shit's
Scrappy's
that shit's
insane.
impressive as fuck to see.
But I was gonna bring up though because I think now this solidifies at least going into the major. Like Thieves is the top of the leaderboards now. I mean, do we think they've like we bitched about it for a while how like FaZe just ran things, but like do we think now we have like 2 top dogs in the league? Obviously there's other fucking teams that are good, but
I
like
think so.
we talked about it with like this team forming the God Squad early on. Like I think we kind of have like now like a 2-team, top dogs.
We
running the league.
definitely do, bro. Definitely. Dude, which is good to see, right? Because FaZe was what, number 1 in the league for how
Forever,
long?
bro.
5 straight
Forever.
years until this year.
Yes,
It was every year of the
fucking
CDL.
ever.
Which I mean, they might still get number 1 this. I mean, they could still get number 1, right? I mean, Major 4 is pretty much going to decide who.
Yeah, they're tied.
gets-
I think they're like tied
This is
basically.
a different conversation, but it's more so about FaZe. It's kind of weird how like
Thieves is
every
up 10.
year, even if like FaZe is like struggling at some points, why is it that they always manage to be like better? Like they always manage to beat the best team like that year. Because I think like granted FaZe started off the year hot. Like I think Thieves is currently ending on like a higher high note than FaZe, like going into champs. And then last year they like Optic was in that same boat, but for some reason FaZe always whoops fucking Thieves' ass, and then fucking FaZe last year was always whooping Optic's ass like going
Well,
into champs.
We were just talking about this, Sam. We were talking about matchups, right? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, this year more than ever, at least we feel like matchups have been like a serious thing this game. And I know some games are worse than others, but this game especially, like matchups is, at least from what I've seen, are definitely there, right? Why do you think that is? Why do you think some games are all about matchups and some games aren't, right? Like, what do you think that comes down to? Is it the maps? Is
I
it
have
the,
no
the
fucking
play
idea.
Brother,
styles? Like,
I don't know. It's just one of those things. Even when you're competing, it feels like it's just like fuck, man. Because you can like sometimes when you know you're going to like a hard counter matchup, you can do your best. Kind of how FaZe or Optic got good at high rise last year because they know that it was just like their Achilles heel against FaZe and it ended up paying off. But bro, I've been on teams where I can't beat like X team in a season, and I just can never figure out why. It's just like their roster, the play style, the maps, whether they're good or bad at certain modes. Like this season, it seems like there's 10 fucking matchups where you just know the outcome before the series even plays out. It's insane.
Yeah, it is crazy. Who's a team back in the day that used to match up good against you guys? I got one. World War II Red Reserve. They were so hard to beat for us. So it was like the one team we couldn't beat.
World War II, actually, you beat our ass a couple of times.
World War II.
I guess
we matched up well against LG. You're talking about when you were on LG.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, it's kind of a cop out answer, but like the dynasty throughout packs. Like, granted, that's just like one of the best teams ever, and for sure. But like,
yeah,
in terms of talent, like when I was on LG, like we would beat them, they would beat us, but like there was moments where they would just like peak and just fucking torch us, and I just could never figure out like why. But I mean,
for
there's been
me-
examples throughout the years.
I think for me and BO2 it was just Cole because I think they just ended up figuring the game out. Like they took our shit and then just mastered it because they were just like more talented, like overall as a
Shit.
roster.
What he means is we
Shit.
dropped too quick.
But
That's what
but
he
then,
Oh, my
but,
bad,
then
too
but
quick.
then but then I got on United. We just
My
smoked
bad,
your
too
shit.
quick.
But anyways,
You ran a riot shield. This guy put out a riot shield on land to beat
Ricky
me.
That's
was
good
the
work.
Ricky was the goat. Anyways,
Nah,
work.
Slay, you
and
never
they-
catch
and-
me doing that shit. You never catch
Nah,
me doing
it-
that.
it-
in AW, at least like we lost them twice at champs, but like after like our roster like imploded after champs, I think it was just TR. Like
Bro, I
they
was gonna
broke
say
GA.
TR too. I could
Yeah, they
never
broke
beat
GAs,
those guys,
but
It's
bro.
because they're just
they were
weird,
ju-
bro.
They were
Dude,
just
Naga,
they were just
Yuli,
so
It's a
the
weird
way
team,
they
bro. Even in,
fucking played, bro, was so
What was their team in
annoying.
BO3?
Yeah.
Elevate? Bro,
Yeah,
they
we
banned-
lost to them at champs.
That's
yeah,
what
that
I'm saying,
year
bro.
too.
Like, they were just oddballs. That team was, they banned Afterburner
Yeah,
and Champs
they
fucking
were
losers
just-
finals.
They were just so weird, and they were good as fuck at like search, and they were like really good at like uplink, like for whatever
Yeah.
reason. Those two game modes, they
Bro, the
just
best
were
way
fucking
to
good at
Ultimate
it.
Neslo.
They played awkward, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's just they just were awkward on the map. Like you couldn't predict.
Just
what
perma. They were
gonna do.
literally like old like Gen G from BO4, bro. Just
Yeah.
no chow, straight rat
Bro,
gameplay.
peak Aqua in like AOW BO3, that guy was fucking.
He was good. He was
gross.
good. Aqua was good.
He was a slayer, bro. He would just fry.
Yeah.
I miss Yuli, man. What's he up to?
Crazy
Is he in
throwback.
school? Is he in school now? What's Yuli
No
doing?
clue what Yuli's doing,
no
man.
fucking
No
idea.
clue.
I think he works for Tesla.
Does he? Oh,
Fuck.
far.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna say because a lot of those guys when they stopped playing, like, I feel like COD could have been a good route, but I mean that was years ago, right? I don't know what Yuli's
it's
doing
more
now. Like
developed now than it was then.
yeah. So I don't know, but who didn't we get to with this match, Pat? Did we ask you about this match, Cloud9 and Thieves? What are your thoughts, Pat? What did you think about the match?
I mean, I mean, obviously the match was a slamming, but S&E
Yep.
got close. What I was starting to think about with this, because you were talking about like how good Cloud9 is, obviously, even though they got 3 out here.
Mhm.
I feel like we're in a weird spot now, because I was gonna ask you guys, like, do you think Cloud9 and Rocker are better than Ravens and Breach?
Yeah, I think everybody's better than the Ravens.
But like, isn't that weird that those two teams are basically guaranteed for champs, and Rocker and Cloud9 are guaranteed not to make champs, but we basically have like, they're worse than them.
They were just.
I think
United
all of
just
them
took
are the
too long to
same
make
equal
changes,
levels
bro.
of shit. I think if they played 10 series, all of the series would be completely different.
Yeah, maybe. The one thing with C9 again, like they refused to make a change until it was basically too late. But also they got the short end of the stick with like their runs, like their what is it called? Their like strength of schedule plus who they matched up with at majors. Even if they refused to make changes, hypothetically, if they would have made those changes earlier, let's say they brought in this current roster, they still might not have qualified for champs because they essentially were playing like fucking Thieves and FaZe and Surge
Bro,
and
didn't
Ultra,
they-
like literally like multiple times. I think they played Thieves like 4 times in the matter of like
Yeah,
2-3 weeks,
didn't
which
they
is
s-
fucking
they
crazy.
started bad and then had like a little 2-3 week stint of bounce back, right? Cloud9? Isn't
Yeah,
that what
and then-
happened?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
that.
Bro,
Yeah, it
and
was
this-
after their online shit to
Yeah,
start
bro,
the year.
Tom, this goes back to what me and you were talking about, bro. It's always the worst thing ever to get that false confidence. Because I feel
Yeah.
like that's what happened to Cloud9. It's like they were not a good team, but they got that little bit of false confidence where like, okay, we can stick it out, we can
The
improve.
cycle,
and
bro.
It fucked their
It's
whole
that top
year,
6,
bro.
Pat. It's top
Yeah,
6, bro.
Fucked their whole year,
a
bro.
fly,
'cause
man.
Bro,
That's
that
fucking
was
up.
us.
made
A perfect
change.
example of that is us in Black Ops 3 after our AW year. Like, we probably should have changed early, but we
Didn't
just
y'all
like
try
kept
to though.
not in Black Ops 3. I mean, we had moments where like we were like ready to blow it up, but we always came back and be like, nah, we played well here. Like, we can do this. We can just fix our mistakes, right? And do this,
Yeah.
right? But we were in that cycle, right? Like, as the year went on, we didn't win anything, and then we had to make a change going into the next year, right? Like, we should have never been in that cycle. We should have just made the change. Right, but I mean that's just what happens, right, Pat? Like teams, like they kind of like it's a hard decision when you're like on the cusp of being good, right? But like I feel like sometimes you just know if a team like has it or not, and you gotta
Yeah,
make
someone's
a
got
change.
to step in and be like, and it's usually always the best player. Like the best players just got to step up to the plate, bro, and just be like,
Yeah.
look, like this isn't gonna work with what we got.
Yeah. Do you think Ultra's in that cycle?
Well, I think they're just consistently better though. Like they're a weirder team because they're like consistently a top 6 and have like top 2 potential. Like,
Yeah.
the problem with them, and I still think this. I mean, I don't know if it would have changed a whole lot, right? Like they've obviously all been playing well, but like
Mhm.
with their placements over the last few years, that's why I was really adamant that I thought they should have went for Merc, because even if like you don't get better. I don't see a world where it's not a better risk to take. Like even if
they
the
can't get
same-
worse. They cannot get worse.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, let's assume they stay the exact same. Like, okay, well, you basically swap an aging guy who's not on his last legs, but like someone that is a little bit further into his career for like a rookie you can just build around forever, and you already kind of have that with Joe. Like that's why I was like, it just made more business sense because I don't think the team got worse in any way. I think it had more upside potential. That's why I'm like, yeah, like, bro, unless you're fucking FaZe or Thieves, there should be no team that is like, we can't pack a punch. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
if there's an opportunity, bro, you have to.
Like, you're trying to get to that level as Thieves and FaZe, right? Like, it's like the whole point, right? You got to try and make those changes to where you can actually compete with these teams, and you're not just playing for top 4, right? You're playing for a championship. You're playing to win.
Yep.
Listen, I was really surprised with the whole merch. Like, I don't know. I thought Toronto was gonna maybe do something,
But that
or
goes
give
back
him an
to
offer,
like
but
the whole friendship league, bro. And like I know we use it in different contexts. Like some teams are like they keep the shit players because they're all friends. But like going to Sam, like the convo we had the other day, where it's like, bro, some people just enjoy their teammates and enjoy getting on every day, and they have that like that consistent environment, and they enjoy that environment. Like that didn't used to be a thing, bro. Like before, it was always if we weren't winning, like
it was chalk.
no one was happy. But I feel like
100%.
now, bro, people are like, yo, we're top 3, we're top 4, we're top 5. Like,
Bro,
this is
the
good.
salaries and shit have a lot to do with it because you have
Yeah,
job security,
100%.
like you got cash coming in, and like in the come up back in the day and into like the right before franchising, like if you weren't placing well, you weren't making good money.
I mean, bro,
Like
even,
salaries
the
inflated
top
a little
4
bit,
money
but
now. Like if you're looking at it like, yo, we can always get top 4. You combine that with your salary, like you're just complacent. I think that's a big problem, bro.
yeah.
I think unless like Toronto were to like have like back-to-back like poor showings at this major and champs, like let's say they got like top 6, because I think those guys expect to like be like Sunday contenders, like at the very least for both events. I don't think we'll ever see Kleenex or Insight
I
like
think they retire on
away
Ultra.
from each other. Yeah, both
bullshit.
of them retire on Ultra.
I mean,
bro, those
listen-
guys are legit the duo, regardless of like what we like think and like what we may feel. Like I just don't ever see them not teaming together for the remainder of their careers.
But like, imagine that means that they never win.
Yeah, I know. I
But
mean,
the
I don't
thing
know.
is, Pat,
Why
they're
is
basically
anyone okay
guaranteed to
with
win
that,
every
bro?
year up to this season. This
I
is
mean,
the
listen-
first season that they're probably not going to win.
I gotta say something.
Since they've been
People,
teaming together.
I see people in the chat. ZooMaa ruined COD. This is Tammy's fault, brother. If you can't go hard because you got a good salary, that's pathetic. You deserve to get kicked out of the league if you can't go
Mentality,
hard.
bro. It's mentality, bro.
It's a mentality shift.
But
for
that's
sure,
like
bro.
saying like Otani is not gonna perform anymore because he's on like this crazy fucking contract. Like, no, bro. Otani's still going out there and fucking slamming home runs. Why? Because he's a fucking professional. It's what they're paying him for. You know, a lot of these guys, if they get that big contract, guess what, brother? After a year or two, and they get kicked out of the league, that contract, like, bro, it's not really as big as you think it is when their longevity of their career is 1 or 2 years, right? Like, bro, these contracts aren't forever.
I think that goes back to the plumber league stuff, though. Like, bro, I guarantee you, the people on Ultra, none of them are like, yo, we would ever be in a situation where we're gonna be out the league. Like, there's just so much talent beneath them that, like, when you're like a guaranteed mid pack and like top side of the mid pack, like you're not afraid of losing your spot to other players, bro. And I think that's the problem. There's just not enough. There's just not enough good players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys got anything else to say with LA Thieves and Cloud9? I mean, moving forward, Cloud9, I mean, I don't think they're going to be doing anything, right? I mean, do you see this team making a change?
Nah, they're going to stick it out.
They're all automatically out now, right? Like, it's over. Like, isn't there, like, no world?
What do you mean? For champs?
Yeah. Like, unless
I think they're still mathematically in it, which means I mean, Optic would have to technically get rounded and C9 have to make a Sunday, basically.
Which could happen. It could happen.
I mean, if the seeding works out the way it is and like Thieves play Optic round 1, bounce them down, and some crazy shit, like it's obviously unlikely.
Yeah, it's unlikely. I mean, I'm just saying, anything's possible.
Unlikely. I just don't think any of those teams are making the run.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's just crazy, Pat, because realistically, right, like, making a run is not a big run. Like, we talk about, like, bro, we talk about, like, brother, you win like 2 matches is a run in quotes, right? Like,
if Optic gets dead
like,
last, I think what I think C9 would need top 4 and Rocker would need top 6 because I think they have a little bit more points, or is it the other way around?
They gotta win 2 and 3. 2 and 3 matches.
Like, what a run, Pat! What a run, right?
Run.
I mean,
that used to be a Friday, bro.
Yeah,
dead ass, bro. Dead ass, bro. Shit was crazy,
bro.
Like,
one of those matches could be like a Falcons or a Gorillas.
Yeah,
Insane
100%.
run. He played Boston and winners won.
Yeah.
bro.
Hey, bro, you just never know how things go, especially with 2 S&Ds and a control. Like, dude, I don't know. It's just like you just don't know how these series are gonna go and how they're gonna play out. Actually, I will say, in this game, we should be saying it not S&D control. We should be saying hardpoint. Anybody? I feel like hardpoint's got the toss up in this game, which has changed. I feel like in the past, the better team always won hardpoint, right?
That's
But
because
now
hardpoint in
it's
this
like,
game is the most simple, dumbed down version of the mode that we've ever played in the history of it existing.
yeah. 100%. All right. Any other final thoughts, guys? Any final thoughts here? Okay, sounds good. Let's move on to the next series of the day. We got the
masterclass fantasy points.
Slowly, the Miami Heretics going up against the Carolina Royal Ravens. We got a 3-0 victory here for Miami. They're now 5-0 in a stage. They have not lost yet in stage 4. On the other side, 1-4 from Carolina. They are getting pooped on. We got 250 to 133 in the Skyline Hardpoint, round 11, 6-5 at a red card search, and a 3-0 in the Hacienda Control. Besides for the search, I mean, this wasn't even close. Let's go down and take a look here at the stat sheet. Nearly a red carpet for the Carolina Royal Ravens. Oh, my God.
Jesus fucking
Oh,
Christ.
my fucking God. We got a .78 from Dylan Rex, a .59 from TJ, a .56 from Slasher, and a 1.0 from Gwyn. So, Gwyn fighting for his life. Dylan Rex got the most damage on that side. On the other side, everybody pulling weight here. Super with a tough series today, but his team's got his back today.
Oh my God,
a
Rancor had a
0.85.
fucking 2.03.
A 2.03 from Rancor today, a 1.63 from Real, and a 1.19 from Metals. What a series for the Miami Heretics.
I
Let's go
watched
down.
this and I didn't even feel like it was that bad.
Yo, Tom, can I start with this one?
Yeah, for sure.
You can.
Listen, so the Ravens, man, ever since dropping Reese Vivid, they were not good. You know, they never really stood a chance. Yeah, they've been dog shit, pretty much ever since that change.
Hey,
you
Tom,
might
I'll
see
put
some
something in
tweets
your
out
chat
there.
real quick if you don't mind.
Lots of
pulling
Photoshop
this
going
up
on.
for
Sam,
me.
I already got it, Sam. I already had it up.
Lots
Pulling that
of
up for me,
photos.
Tom.
Yeah, see, I never tweeted that. That's Fugazi.
So that's AI? Is that AI right there?
It's AI, man.
Yeah, I think Elon Musk might have just hacked my account or something, put some
Got
Ravens
you.
propaganda. He's a big fan of the Ravens.
Why did you at me in that tweet? I've been fucking on this Carolina Ravens fucking proppy since fucking 5 months ago. I've been saying this shit.
Because if I say something, then I think the ZooMAFia might come after me, Tom. So I gotta leave you out of this one.
Absolutely,
But
they
nah,
will.
Doesn't want the smoke, he's a
in all
pussy.
seriousness, listen, I gave them some room to breathe with their new fourth Dylan. He had a match or two where he played good, and I was like, maybe they can do it. And no, they are just fucking dog ass, dude. Yeah, this is bad. On the side of the Miami Heretics, bro, they're going. They're almost are they
They're
5-0 or 4-0?
Yep, 5-0. They're 5.
They're 5-0, Chris. They're 5-0.
Can we look at their last 5 matches? I want to see their schedule, because what this tells me is they're this league split, regardless, they're just making Sunday. They're beating every team underneath them, and a lot of the matches aren't even that close. They still continue to be on a tear and search and destroy. Their hard point looks better. Controls, they're winning some controls. Granted, this one was against the Ravens, and they can't win a control either. Yeah, I mean, their last few matches, it's just telling me we'll see them on Sunday. These guys have been really good since their addition. Metals has been playing pretty good ever since the change. He hasn't had really any of those insane stinker series. Real stepped it up. Super and Rencore continue to do their thing. So, I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy to see the Heretics do well. I love that team. So, yeah, hopefully they make a Sunday, and then we'll see where they go from there.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm trying to pull up the matches, breaking points, just moving a little slower now.
Brother.
You think so,
They
Sam?
should have lost this shit. They should
might-
have lost this shit. They're chalked.
Are they going to break the mold, though?
No,
You don't think it's
no one
possible?
breaks it. It's chalked. They should have
Fair.
tactically lost this series, man.
I mean, Super was trying to, bro. He dropped the 0.8. That's the
He had
first time he's
4,000
gone
damage today, bro.
That's
Super was
that's the first time he's gone negative, I think, in
Super
an
was feet
online
up, dude.
series.
The problem is, bro, because of how bad Carolina is, they would have been accused of match fixing, and no matter how bad they
100%.
played, bro.
I mean, yeah, look at their matches. They get an impressive win against Thieves, which is awesome for them, because I just
Beat up the fuck out of the
And-
bottom of the league.
Yeah,
Wait,
they haven't really been able to get over that. Yeah, they haven't been
every
able to.
bottom team. No
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that
And-
just tells me they're probably making Sunday.
Well, I
like,
mean,
at the
they
very
did beat
least.
FaZe. They beat FaZe, and then
I mean,
they beat
Miami's a good
Thieves.
team, bro. I'm not gonna look at their
Yeah,
schedule.
they're a good
like,
team.
too,
They're a good
I
team.
don't think
They
I'm
beat
gonna-
FaZe twice. They beat Optic. I mean,
They've been really good.
They had a little L streak here for a little while, but was Super? Oh yeah, it probably was. I don't remember, but I mean, they've been unreal. Let's be honest. Their S&D, right? I think is like the biggest catalyst for Miami. Their search game has just been like insane. But I want to talk more about Carolina. What the fuck happened to Carolina, man? What happened to these guys, man? What happened to them?
Bro, I'm telling you, I've been saying it. I've been pushing this prop for weeks, bro. It's not prop. They gave up. They gave up.
Yeah.
Bro, if you look
So
at the
clear
like,
to me.
I thought that you were being a little harsh on him, Pat. I think that was like what 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, you first said that. Bro, as the matches go on, and I look at these guys' face cams, they don't give a single fuck.
Bro, Austin has had a
Even the
+5
listeners.
for 3 weeks.
They
Wait, that
they
ass
don't
quick is not
give a fuck.
quick his picture, bro.
His picture.
We gotta see his last couple series. Can we see his last couple series?
Yeah. He's had a 0.56, 1.03,
Okay, yeah.
0.87, 0.98. Hasn't been
Not the
that
best.
bad. Hasn't been that bad. I mean, I don't even think this is on Lady. It's just the team in general
The
just
whole
looks
team is
compromised,
shit.
man.
Bro, yeah, they as a team, bro, it's chalk. Like the
I like
whole
how- I like
Ken
how that
Vivid
says
thing
nickname.
happened.
I like how it
Thanos.
says nickname Thanos in the player card. Like, what the fuck?
Man.
I mean, bro, me and Sam were talking about this, bro. Before I was telling him like, I think Liddy's just gotta call it at this point. I don't see him getting on another team, bro, and I just hate to see another like legendary Hall of Famer vet just getting fucking dog slammed by every team.
It's just hurting his it's hurting his reputation. Is what you're saying, or what?
Hurting the
yeah,
legacy.
I
Yeah.
mean, bro, like this team that they have now is horrible. I don't see him upgrading. I don't see him getting out of here and getting on a good team. Yeah, this team is just pitiful at this point. I think they gave up after that roster, that shitty roster mania they had.
I
we've
was
seen a
rooting for him,
completely
bro.
different TJ
It
from
started
the
off
beginning of
good.
the
Bro,
game.
I said they were about to make a final of Major 2. I was spewing preseason
good.
and in-season prop on Ravens
They were
for
good.
months.
Nah, and Austin was going crazy in the beginning of the year. Like he was looking
Austin was
insane.
godlike. Tej was the best he's been in years. Gwen was
Nah,
fucking
dude,
1.3 every series.
Bro,
Like, everything was going great.
I mean, they just fell off when the fucking sub got fucking butchered. When they took off the fucking long barrel and the compensator, it's like they just fell off as a team. Like, and I think it's
Think
because
so?
when that got, because with long barrel and comp, that shit was fucking insane. Like, I'll be honest, like it was fucking insane, dude. And when that shit got fucking gutted, they just started to fall off a cliff, dude. And I think early their success like relied a lot on TJ and Gwen, and like if they were playing well and frying, like it just elevated everybody else to kind of do what they could do. We even had good series out of Austin, but they were always like more so like high KD series, not like high fucking engagement series. And then Gwen and TJ were kind of just like, getting them through that. And I don't know, they might have been just
They just
like,
Is this like the
Yeah.
fourth, fifth year in a row Brian Singh has coached a bottom 4 team?
Bro, I don't know. That's a different conversation. Dude, this Ravens team is infuriating to me, man. But you're not wrong, Pat. I'm not. That's a whole
Pat,
other
you're
conversation.
funny, man. Nah,
I
I
was
know,
just
Pat.
thinking
What's
about it, 'cause I
going
think, like, the
What's
roster
going on in that
before,
camp,
bro,
Pat? What's going on in that camp,
The
dude?
camp has crumbled every year, bro.
Holy
Man.
shit. I mean,
But
yeah,
anyway,
bro.
the good news, Tom, like you hinted to, like there's likely going to be some organizational switch at the end of this year, and hopefully the Ravens are just up out of here.
Yeah. I think the Ravens, Boston. I mean, I know there's just some teams that are trying to sell, and I know that there's people interested in buying.
We need some
so-
clean slates, bro.
100% we do. And blow up LAG branding. Gotta get rid of
Yeah,
that. Step
blow that
number one.
shit up.
Actually, before we even get to the new orgs, we got to do that first.
I'm
that's
tired
gotta
of seeing
done-
that
that's gotta be
purple
done
hoodie,
as
bro.
soon as they don't qualify for champs.
Yeah,
As soon as official,
100%.
new logo.
EWC, different roster or different fucking branding. 100%. Get them out.
For sure. I feel bad for Dylan Rex because he kind of got thrown into
Bro,
a
I
dumpster
don't think
fire.
Dylan's bad.
No, he's not. He's actually
too
not bad. He's actually not bad.
He's not
dude.
bad.
He's got the most damage
but,
on the. He's got the
bro.
most. Actually, I was gonna say most damage in a lot.
He's been their best player for the last couple series.
I
He's
was
been their
gonna
best player.
swap him in for Nasty on my fantasy, but then I remembered we need to get map wins in fantasy, so I backed that decision. But
Nah, keep
Yeah, man, I thought
Nasty.
he was
Nasty's
solid.
up. Nasty's been kicking up again, bro.
Bro,
That guy,
he slammed today.
Yeah.
bro. I
He
think
slammed today.
Nasty I think Nasty might be most improved like COD player like over the last. He's got to be in like the top 3, bro. He's got to be.
He's still low and consistent, but he's definitely up there.
He's
in that
improved
conversation.
a lot though. I
been
don't
great.
know.
Yeah.
He's been like a
great.
playmaker for them. But any final thoughts here with Carolina and Miami? I mean, do you see Carolina making changes for EWC? Do you see them making a roster change? Maybe.
No.
Make one for champs. The thing is, they're still a champs team, no matter what. They're locked in. It's like
They're not.
Oh,
Gonna
that's
make,
true.
You
That's
know
true.
they're not making one, Pat.
What?
You know they're not making a change.
Bro, they need to because
There's
team
no
sucks.
way.
You know they're not doing that.
What, Chris?
They're just going there to
They're-
get like auto T8.
I
They're
mean,
getting
bro,
last. They're getting last.
if they're actually trying to like do something at champs, there's no way they don't make a roster change.
Bro, them and
Even if
Boston
you're
are
one of-
guaranteed last place.
Even if you're one of the people getting shit on the
Wait,
team
what
and you
did
know your
D-Roll
roster's
say?
on the line,
Wait,
do you
hold
even
on.
care?
Gotta interrupt. D-Roll, what? We're keeping
Keep the branding, fuck
Hell no,
yourselves.
D-Roll.
Nah, that shit's cursed, bro. Get
D-Roll,
it
it's
out.
gotta be Gentlemates only. Gentlemates
It is
logo,
cursed. It
Los
is bottom
Angeles,
of the
just
league
get rid of the
permanently
gorilla
for
shit.
5 years.
Just D-Real, just say it out loud. Los Angeles Gorillas Gentlemates. Like, it's just horrible.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It's
dude.
horrible.
But yeah, they
Get it
can't
out,
do
Just,
the
you
bro.
have you have 2 team
Gentlemates?
names. You have 2 team names in one. You got to pick one or the other, boss.
They got
you
2
know what I mean?
logos in one.
Then you got 2 logos. I mean, it looks like a confused
I wonder
organization.
what
You guys look
what's the
confused.
highest end season placing that LAG has as a franchise? It's got to be like 10th.
Oh,
I have
bullshit.
no idea.
Like
I-
end of the year, like full placing.
But they
Nah,
did
It's
win.
gotta be
Hey,
like
but
10.
nah,
but
they
but they
qualified-
have won a major though. They have won an event.
They did win
which
a
some-
major off the back
which-
of one of the greatest search streaks of all time.
They made champs last year. Shout my go assault. Just saying. And that's true.
So
To
8th.
get last. I guess
Hey,
they
they
went
still-
8th, yeah.
They made it.
So
Beasts.
8th, and then 12.
Lots of teams
Bunch
did not
of fucking
make it.
beasts.
That is
Sure, man.
statistically the best LAG team ever. I
Wow.
think.
Wow, great.
Well, great. I want to be pilot. But yeah, D-Roll said hashtag hoods up in a chat. Absolutely. But yeah, any other final thoughts here, guys? Any other final
Oh,
thoughts
man.
before we move on to the last series of the day?
I got a lot
Please
of thoughts,
make a
but
change,
fuck it.
Carolina.
Yeah,
Please.
Alrighty, let's
Last one,
get
man.
to the last series of the day. Give it up for Toronto Ultra going up against the Vancouver Surge. This one ended in a 3-1 victory for Vancouver. Probably should have been a 3-0 because what the fuck was that map 1? I know 04's in the chat right now, and we'd love to ask you some questions about that one. Probably one of the bigger comebacks we've seen in Hardpoint. We've seen a couple crazy Hardpoint maps this weekend.
Back to back today and yesterday, bro.
Yeah, today and yesterday, so some crazy comebacks. I think the score was like 20 to like 120 or something. Like it was something
It
crazy.
was like
bro.
235, 110 in this one, or so in the area of that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is just insane. But hey, it didn't matter for Vancouver. Sam, I saw your tweet, right? Just a good bounce back mentality wise for Vancouver to get come back down to the map 1 and they stay focused. They went around 11 at the map 2. They 3-1 Toronto to control and nearly 100-point clubbed them in a Hacienda hard point, 250 to 116 there. We'll scroll down, take a look at the stat sheet. Why don't you hit that soundboard, Sam? Because we got a red carpet across the board for the Toronto Ultra. We got a 0.9 from Beans, a 0.78 from Kleenex, a 0.67 from Insight, Jamie, and a 0.94 from Jodeci's. On the other side, we got a 1.15 from 04, a 1.04 from Abuza, a 1.32 from Nasty today, and a 1.39 with over 100 kills in a series. I mean, nobody on his team has more than 90. This guy's got 106 kills. Neptune putting on a show. Match MVP, gotta be Neptune. I'm not signed in, so I can't see it, but it's definitely Neptune. I mean, there's no
Definitely
way it's not Neptune. Neptune match MVP here in this one. I mean, Chris, we'll start with you. We'll work our way up. Vancouver got a 3-1 victory over Toronto Ultra. I actually thought this was going to be a little bit close. I mean, granted, the first 2 maps are close, but I thought we might have saw a map 5 here. What are your thoughts, Chris? What are your thoughts of the series?
Yeah, I think it could have gone either way on those first 2 maps. Ultra got lucky and stole one, but I will say that Neptune is their dad, like period, and Nasty. Both of them. So that's the duo right there. Nasty and Neptune were basically the counter to Kleenex and Insight because holy fuck, those guys got put in a blender. But yeah, not really surprised. I actually didn't even realize the stat, but Surge has basically just owned Ultra this entire stage.
Matchups, bro. No, it's not even. It's the year. It's not the stage.
The entire stage.
They're like
I meant to say year. I meant to say year.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I actually have a theory, bro, because I feel like this can be back tested.
Okay.
Every time there's like the new Euros on the scene that like cook Americans for a long time, like they're just like the top Euros that come in. I feel like the next up Euros always beat them.
You think
Am I
so?
What's your
crazy?
previous what
Bro,
is it?
like
What's
the
the other
Red
examples?
Reserve, Splice, like if you go back to like when Splice was, I mean, I guess it's a long time back. Some
IW
people
World War
might even
II.
not even, yeah, like bro, I swear it was always the case. You'd have like the really good Euros, and then like the next up Euros would never lose to like the top old school, or not old
So you're
school,
saying
but you know what I mean,
Splice would
like
never lose, or Red Reserve would always beat Splice, or what?
what? Yeah, it was just like the Jerd started losing to like those guys. Like Zero came in and kind of
Like the
like took
passing of the
over.
torch kind of thing.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
always like that, bro. I swear, it was always like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because
Yeah.
Kleenex and Inside, I think, were like the Euros, the early Euros on the scene that kind of phased out the old Euros. I
They've been
swear it
running
always
shit.
happened.
And Paco.
Yeah, and then Paco just owns everyone.
Paco's everyone's father. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Paco. But what about you, Sam? What you think overall on the series?
A couple things. Matchup for sure. I mean, I think they're 4-1, 5-1 on the season. Just to touch back to the point we were making earlier. So this is one of them. It seems to be insane fucking bounce back from Vancouver. I actually think that Vancouver played much cleaner COD today, other than the last 2 minutes of map 1. I think they just were the better team today. Nep had a phenomenal series. I don't think he's really been like playing up to how he was for the first couple of stages lately. But this series he was doing whatever the fuck he wanted. So definitely want to give him some flowers on that one. But I was a little sad after this because I was super high on Toronto going into Major 4. I had them making finals, but like Vancouver kind of fucking handled them today. So I'm kind of second guessing that take. I don't know, man. I think Toronto is a really good team, and I don't know. Obviously, the whole Merc dialogue that we've had a lot. I don't know if that like is impacting them or what was happening there, but I don't know, man. Vancouver just looked really
I just
fucking
think it's
good.
a bracket thing for them, bro. They've ran into Surge pretty much like every time at the majors, and
Like
that's why they end up
it's
losing
so
out.
insane to me because like you could so I like how we view teams and like where we keep them in groups, right? Like we'll have LAT FaZe at the top, for example. Then we have Miami, Surge, and Toronto. But like though, like the skill groups, but within the groups or out of it, bro, you just if you get the team that beats you, you're fucked, regardless of how good or bad you actually are.
I'm gonna
If
be
that
honest
makes
though,
sense.
for me,
Like it's insane.
For me, the way I rate these teams now is like I just have Thieves and FaZe like tied, and then Surge guaranteed like third in terms of like where I expect them to be. And then it's Ultra in Miami. But I think when looking at it now, I think Miami has the bigger like chance to breaking that like mold because they've done it in the online qualifiers now,
Of
right?
what, like to win a tournament?
To like to get into like that final. And I think it's just I think what really stands out to me for them in general is probably just their search. Like their search is just so fucking good that they can come out on a fucking given day of the tournament and just like make that upset happen. Whereas I view like Ultra, I don't think they're ever going to get over this hump like of beating Surge. I just don't see it. Well like Heretics, I don't think they have like a clear team. They just don't match up well against. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just that's why I keep bringing up the matchup things for this season because like last year you had New York and Toronto, FaZe Optic, like those were probably the two main ones. But then this year there's so many, bro. Like FaZe against both Optic and LAT, they've kind of owned them. Vancouver against FaZe, they've owned them. Boston against Optic, they've owned them. Like LAT versus Ravens, those aren't competitive. Like there's so many matchups this year that like the bracket draw and the seeding, I feel like is more important than any other season because if you just even if you are a good team, if you get your fucking boogeyman round 1, what are you supposed to do, bro?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I always revisit just Merc because I just feel like Toronto's just like a step away from being like just S tier, top S
Bro,
tier,
they
competing
gave
with
away
FaZe
a
and Thieves.
potential generational player,
Yeah, they
bro.
did. Like he's a
for no
generational
reason.
talent. Like even just
Like-
based on the eye test, like you could tell the way Merc like chows and like plays his life. Like that, this guy's like just a crazy talent. Like I don't know.
He's literally a vet in a rookie's body, bro.
He's
You
Dan
just tell.
Ghosty.
Yeah, but
bro,
he
just
has
good.
more talent than a lot of the vets, bro. He's got like insane like mechanical
I think
skill.
Merc's probably more talented than Dan, but I think Dan has
I
better
view
like
him the same, though,
fundamentals
like
in terms of
rookie,
like
like when he came
communication
in.
and shit.
Bro, he's a 20-year-old that's a consistent 1.1, bro. Like, why would you not replace your AR for that? I cannot understand it, bro.
Yeah. And we'll see. Like we'll see. I feel like Toronto's a great team. Like they could definitely win championships. I just feel like they're gonna struggle with some of these top teams. And
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like they're only one or two missing parts away from being at the top and competing with these guys. So I thought the whole Merc situation. I mean, Optic, that was a good play. I don't know who. Apparently, Zinni started the conversation, and I don't know. Maybe
We
Tony.
can't give Zinni that, man.
We can't
Tony
can't.
did.
We
No, you're
can't.
Bro, it was the most
Fuck.
obvious roster move ever.
Bro, I
for
think
them.
after
Like,
day
they
I
look
think after
awful,
day
and
one,
they have a good player who's going to be available.
I think after day one of the major, we were basically saying that Merc should literally be on a team, and his
Yeah.
only choices are either going to be literally
C9 or
staying on
Optic.
Toronto or literally going to Optic. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the
Bro,
C9
Toronto
one,
just
I guess.
fumbled. They should have stepped up to the plate and made the hard choice. Like, it was the right choice. It was just the hard
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah. I mean, Hector
I
did
also wanna-
say he got him a little present. I mean, maybe I know Hector went out and I mean, he was saying on stream like, he's got the boys a
Bro,
present. And it was
Bro,
Mercury's.
if
It was
Optic
Merc.
has any chance
We're going to
at
catch.
all
And by the
this
way, Merc's
year,
on your team.
it's because of Merc. like he was literally a year salvaging pickup.
I think what was
100%.
pissing me off is
Bro,
like
think about that, Pat. We have like 3 of those this year. 4 of
Yeah,
them.
that's
It's
fucking
insane.
I think what was pissing me off though about that whole narrative shit, dude. There was people like genuinely saying that he only did good because he was on a good system, and that shit just that shit irked me so bad. That people there's people with that kind of mentality, like they were just taking credit away from him, and it was just
Mhm.
like, what?
No,
that
it was
guy's
Brock
good as
Purdy,
fuck.
dude. Fuck. It ain't so.
Yeah.
I don't know. They got
Um,
paid though.
That was
Guys-
Vancouver though for the control win today as well. I want to tip them on that because that mode has been absolutely pissed for them for a while now, and they slammed Toronto today. So I want to give them their flowers for that one too.
Yeah, I mean, any game modes that teams have been struggling in, right? I mean, it's getting to that point of the year, Sam, where people have to clean up their bad game modes, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
ultimately going to be the difference, right? At the end of the year. So, Vancouver looking good. Any other final thoughts with Vancouver and Toronto? Got anything else to say? Anything else you guys want to get off your chest before we move on and take a look at tomorrow's matches?
I don't think so.
All right, sounds good.
I
Anything,
did want to say
Slay?
one thing, bro. Yeah, like
Go ahead,
'cause I
Pat.
think Neptune said it in his interview. He said that because I think Nameless asked him like, why does he think that they get fucking swept in every final they're in? And Neptune's answer was like he thinks that whenever they lost map 1, they would get like super down on themselves and never recover. But it had nothing to do with like nerves or whatever. But I wanted to shout it out because this was like the first time I think we've seen where like they get fucking world starred and they do battle back. So
What I
if that's the
tweeted.
case and they're making finals, like they might
This team is
have some
good as
interesting
fuck,
finals.
bro. This team's good as fuck. It's like actually enjoyable. Like a team of these 4 players, I thought would just be like battling mid pack because like they kind of were there last year. The fact that Toronto is essentially a grand final mainstay at this point in the season is fucking insane. And I know people want to meme that they don't win maps and
You mean
finals, but
Surge?
Search. The fact that like they're not winning maps and finals, whatever, that's an insane like thing to even be saying in a league where we have FaZe and Thieves. To the
Yeah.
fact that Vancouver's just permanently there, it seems like is
Well, it's
just
just more
insane to me.
typical. It's just more typical because they have fucking Nasty and Neptune have had like multiple times in the league, but like Abuza and 04 literally just started like being in the 04's first fucking year playing Respawn was Modern Warfare 3, and Abuza's first year in the league, and even for me just hearing about him because like he like made his name in MW3, like and they're so young as a team in terms
That's
of
Lacefield
experience
reincarnated, bro.
that they are just like and they're just doing this shit. It's impressive, bro. And
Like,
good
Chris,
ass
do you think
team.
he looks
and-
like Lacefield?
who?
04.
Oh, I gotta see the side by side.
But I was gonna say,
He's gotta
we
get the
talk,
visor,
we talk
Pat.
about Nasty, we talk about Neptune all the time, but still want to give my props to Abuza as well. Abuza has been fucking picking
The
it
whole
up a
team's
lot.
gross, bro.
He's really good.
I love
and
their team.
thank God he's not on the sub, bro. Because what they were cooking on that Seattle roster in MW2, or MW3, wow, he's a godlike AR.
Vancouver just understands the gears like so well, like the pace of the game. Like they're always just like they're constantly pushing teams back and pinning teams, and they make decisions so quick. Like they're just always ahead of the game, and I think that's what makes them so good. They're such a ratty team too.
We
Go,
were
Pat.
talking about a few shows ago, like what the next COD's gonna be like if it's gonna be like the same style, bro. And I feel like if it is, Vancouver's going to be a team to look out for because they're going to like have a
They're just
whole year of
scaling.
improvement and keeping the way they play. And
100%.
obviously the way they play would translate well if it's
I
the
think
same style.
it's all gonna depend on the fucking maps, bro. Like if we get another putrid set of map sets,
Bro,
good lord.
I mean, bro, it's the exact same design team that's making them. Like, you
I
know
don't
what I
think the
mean?
maps
Like,
are going to be determined if they're good or bad. I think it's just
Yeah, but
this
who knows?
style
Maybe we get
is-
an MW. Maybe we get like a situation where like MW3 bought back MW2 maps, and then fucking the next game brings back like BO4 or like BO2 maps. Like that'd be fucking awesome.
it's not a remaster, right? It's just like
It's just like a
BO2
sequel.
It's
2.5.
a BO2
right? Yeah,
sequel.
Yeah, so it's same era, but it's got to be all new content.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Surely
so
they
that's what I'm saying. I
bring
think it'll
some
be the
maps
same
back.
style of maps.
Surely they bring some Black Ops 2 maps
Raid
back.
for the third
Bro,
time.
BO2 and
They probably
BO4.
will bring some back, but like, dude, are we just gonna be in a Cold War situation where like all the maps that you played
I
are
hope.
fucking the old ones?
I fucking hope
I don't
so.
even
Bro,
care.
at this point,
Hold on, that's so bad though. For
it's
like
so bad, but like
yeah,
I
the
can't
fact
trust
that
them to
they
make good
can't
original
make
maps,
fucking
bro. I can't.
They made like 4 or 5 good original maps in the last since like what Modern Warfare 2. Like let's go back. Like Modern Warfare 2. Let's be realistic.
bro, it's
Maybe
Modern Warfare 19.
the only map that was good in
Hotel.
MW2 was like Hotel, and then
Yeah.
we go to like MW3.
It was alright. It was alright. Hotel was
but, like,
alright.
Dude, we can't
yeah,
say
but-
that was a good.
Yeah,
That
we-
was the
I'm
only
talking about-
salvageable one.
I'm
from
It
talking
the
had,
about
a
game.
salvageable.
it had a snaking, it had a
MW3
snaking pit hard point. I mean, two snake
but that was
But that was players' fault,
gameplay.
bro.
But
That
that's
was players'
gameplay.
fault.
That's like that's the players.
I'll
the way
die
they
on that hill,
played.
by the way. Players made MW2 infinitely worse than it needed to be. 100%.
Sound
That game was
EQ,
boring, don't get me
snaking,
wrong,
blah, blah,
but
blah.
players made that game so much worse.
Yeah,
And
we
then
didn't have
what?
the
And then
snaking GA in
there's-
place at that time.
And then there's like
Yeah.
there's 3 from MW3, 6-star Rio and Vista were all good. And then like if you want to go, I don't think there's any of them that are good in this game. I'll be honest.
No,
And,
nothing from this game.
And then let's go back to like what Vanguard.
Vanguard
was
is like Tuscan.
and that was it. Like
Yeah.
there's been literally like 5.
And then Cold War is
4
like APOC Moscow.
Yeah. But I'm gonna give Cold War a pass because that was actually not that
Yeah.
bad. It could have been way worse.
Yeah,
But
they had no
damn.
attack sprint. Wow.
Bro,
that's what I'm waiting for,
Tuscan
bro.
was fire. Tuscan was fucking fire. That was a fire.
Great game, Vanguard is, guys. Wow.
Yeah,
Nah,
Pat,
great.
right? Pat,
Nah,
wouldn't it be
nah,
great if
game was
next
ass.
year we went back to just normal, just walking and sprinting, right? Like none of
Bro,
that like
I
tag
would-
sprint shit.
I feel like it
I
And
feel like
they
it
bring
would
the
be-
Slayer back, no tack sprint. Sheesh.
Bro, there is a perk
know
in
it's
the
bad.
game.
Tag sprint
There is
is
a perk in
miserable,
the
bro.
game that literally
know it's
takes
bad.
it out of the game and it buffs your normal sprint. That should be the perk that they use. The worst part is that's just not even
match setting. It is a private match setting, right? Where you can just
to
disable
disable
it.
Yeah, but the normal sprint would be is like slow as fuck. Like
So?
Slipstream, the
I
perk
hate
in
when
this
we
game.
say it's slow, bro. It's still faster than COD used to be. Like it ain't
Yeah,
that slow.
probably.
It's just relatively slow to what tac sprint speed is. But in like comparison from like any old school COD pre 2019, it's the same speed.
Yeah. And people are talking about Warzone, but Warzone can do the same thing. Get rid of tech sprint in Warzone too. Get rid of it. Just get rid of it completely.
Make it fast as fuck. Normal sprint.
I feel like casuals would love no tech sprint. It would be so much easier for them to like just run around a map. They don't got to deal with people
Bro,
just getting
think about
turned.
the amount of accessibility settings they had to make tac sprint not miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
I don't know, bro.
All right, let's take a look at tomorrow's matches. This is the last day of online Call of Duty matches for Black Ops 6. Man, it's been a long year. It's been a crazy year. But we are finally here.
Not
We're
for your
done with
Stallions, though, Tom.
I'm
Not for the
waking up
Stallions.
late.
Not for the
I'm waking
Stallions.
up late.
You know what I mean? We'll definitely be tuning into Stallions or in the Challengers Cup tomorrow. We're top 8.
Are they
so
playing
we're
during
gonna-
that Boston series by chance?
They
yeah,
play
I think
early
they
as
probably
fuck.
are. Yeah, they
Thank
probably are.
God.
The challengers matches for top 8 begin early as fuck.
Wait,
Like,
wait.
they might start earlier than the CDL matches do.
We might have tuned into the Stallions over the CDL today for some of these series.
I watched
so
Louis dance with a Shiesty on and his nipples out instead of the Miami Heretics today.
Hey,
They were
man,
slamming
shout-
Ravens bad.
Hey, shout out to my man Swoop, man. But yeah, some of the matches today were pretty lopsided. But we got some good ones tomorrow. We got Optic Toronto tomorrow, second match of the day, and then we got a Vancouver Minnesota to end it. Which I mean, I think that's a big one because if Toronto beat Optic and Minnesota somehow upset Vancouver, it just makes that race to champs a little bit closer. Which hey, that could put some pressure on Optic a little bit, right? What's the difference right now? 30 points, right?
30. Yeah.
If Minnesota can crack that to a 20-point deficit going into the major, I think it's doable, right? Like if Optic get rounded and Minnesota like just make a run, I mean, who knows,
Win
right?
2
I mean,
matches.
make a run in quotes.
Bigger run.
But yeah, we got Boston LAG to kick things off. I mean, Oh,
Nobody.
man. Who the fuck is going to win that one? I don't even know.
Nobody. It's a tie.
Weirdly enough, I'm going to
Don't
give
say
this
LAG.
one. I'm going LAG, Sam. I'm going LAG.
Don't do it.
Good lord, is this the first
I
time we
mean-
picked LAG to win a series since like stage one?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, I mean, I just got a weird feeling. Boston's just been looking so rough, man. They've been looking rough.
Yeah, LAG been on the up.
Yeah, LAG's on the up right now. They're on the up
They
right
did
now.
beat Optic. I don't
You
know.
know, they beat Optic, guys. They gotta be feeling good. I'm going Boston 3-2. I'm going Boston. Who do you got?
I talked you out of it.
Yeah, I'm going Boston. Fuck that. Maybe. Who do you got, Pat? Who do you got?
Boston. There's no shot I'm picking them.
You got Boston too, Pat?
Yeah.
All right, Sam. Who do you got?
Boston, bro, by far.
Okay,
I'm
Duarte.
about to end the league with
Yeah,
you being 2-27.
I'm picking Boston, bro. Like I don't even
That's
care if
insane.
it would cost us the fucking
I don't give a fuck.
the what is it called, the breaking point predictions.
Catch me dead before I pick LAG to win a series.
Yeah, it's shocked.
Then we got Toronto Ultra going up against Optic Texas. I'm gonna go with Toronto in this one. I don't know. I feel like after a loss today, they're gonna want to bounce back and get the W there. So I'll go Toronto. But who do you got, Pat?
Toronto, for sure.
Sam, you got Toronto. Chris, who do you
Yep.
I'll be the only one to pick Optic just to maybe give
No,
us some
man.
collateral damage.
got?
Collateral damage. We're down
Not some
one to
collateral
breaking
damage.
point.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna have some people pick him.
Are we down? How much
No.
are we down?
We're down,
We're down
one.
by 1, and Chris
We're down
is
by, like,
fucking
1.
picking Optic, bro.
Duarte,
I'm
what
trying to
the
get more prime subs.
I'm picking Optic.
Green.
You got Optic? All right. Then we got Vancouver Surge going up against Minnesota. I'm gonna go Vancouver in that one. I'll go Vancouver, like 3-1,
3-0.
3-2. I would like to see
Yeah.
Minnesota make a run though and make this champs race a little bit closer. It'd be cool. But you guys all got Vancouver? Nobody's got Minnesota?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Smoke show.
All right. We were gonna do questions today, but we only got 3 matches tomorrow, so maybe we'll just save the questions for tomorrow. We had some communities. You guys do want to ask some questions for tomorrow's show in the community? It's pinned to the top. So make sure to go check it out. Benjay, you ready for the pot? Slowly.
Hello.
He missed it. He missed it.
He missed it. Channel
There he
47.
is. There he is. It's Benji the Same, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him missing the pup. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for today's show. Sorry, I know today was a little bit different. I'm in a different spot here today, but you know, we made it work. Shout out to Mitch for let me use the setup. But yeah, guys, we're ready to hop out of here. We'll be back tomorrow. Another watch party. Last day, guys. Last day of online matches. So let's make it a good one. Hope to see you in there. But make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, go to anchor.fm/theflank. Check out audio. It says we're on go follow at the flank on X. Kurt's doing a phenomenal job running social per usual. Of course, ZOOMAFIA.gg for the merch and join the community. It's spotlighted at the top of my X, the top of the flank's X. So make sure to go check that out. But as always, guys, take care, brush your hair, and we'll see you guys next time tomorrow on another episode of The Flank. Man, take it easy. Ciao, ciao. Slowly. Bro, I can't believe we made it, bro.